Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Pats are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bills, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots.
Double tight. Three down. All right, here we go. Wait, 20. Here we go. Check three. Let's go on. No, 66. 36.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yards.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Be a long day for you. Wait, 20. Round 80. 58's the mic. Round 80. 58's the mic.
On play action. Now Brady. And that's Elliott, complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Blue 20.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. That now running right through it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Hey, watch the right. It's our time.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. 52.
Check 37.
Throwing again. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down. Time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you call it the lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 3. We got 3. All right, here we go.
Taking the handoff. Now Kaya. And that is incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
20! Start fast, fellas! Start fast! Sugar! White 20! White 20!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Roger. Here we go. Here we go. 380. 20.
Brady is Brady on 3rd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Blue 20.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Safety screen. Go!
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jerry Hughes.
Sack, baby.
In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
20. Wide. Reload.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the...
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Double tight.
All right, here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check safety.
Now let's go.
Here's Kaya now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Now let's go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
How many times did he say in this game that speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to throw, Kaya. Now he'll escape to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Allen has it, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Wait, 20, 53, alert! Set!
Watch the screen, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check.
2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Switch it.
Back to Foxborough after this. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
55! Move 20! Sugar! Go. Hey, watch both! Let's go! 55! Easy!
Tighten up.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
We got 3 down. We got 3, let's go.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I see you, boy. I see you. Man left.
On second down, here's Kaya. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He wasn't ready.
Here we go now!
On first and 10, Kaya. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defense? He's making pick-six plays like that.
Well, we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, but he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game, and when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-sixes in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. And here come the Bills, and they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Two times.
Here we go.
On second down, McCaffrey across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're going to tee off on their quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about 14, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Watch the backer.
All right, here we go. Wait, 20 hits.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Here's Kaya. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 and the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Kaya looks to throw, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Kaya. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Right.
They have the
He's
lead
right,
here.
he's right,
Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense. We're going to go out and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, D.
Let's go! 20!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Dump off to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
50 word.
Back.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
One set, eyes up, one set.
Blue 20!
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
It's our time.
Let's go!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. The left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Tim carry now for Elliott. Broken tackle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact type of runs.
Now Brady. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Watch left. Watch left.
Blue 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis.
Here I come again.
And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Reset, cut right.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they... And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Bills getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? They trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start putting even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Watch right, watch right. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check it. Wait, 20. We go.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Let's go. Hey, check it. Wait, 20.
They need to get the play off quickly. Brady now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
20. Wait, 20.
Now a play fake. Brady. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So the offense has it first and 10.
Fresno.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Let's go. 53.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I don't think you got it, son.
They go to Elliott again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So they're operating in the red zone.
Watch right. We got right.
20.
Again, it's Lewis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
380.
On the counter, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they got the finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand. Who cares? We'll do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Strong right.
Defense
Strong
showing
right.
blitz.
Strong right.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Tight end's on the Ringo.
Green, 39! Green, 39! And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of drive that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Pats, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.